Well, we are absolutely back with another banger episode. Best podcast on planet absolute Earth. Let's freaking go, okay?
Kellan shaved, so he might look a little different.
No mustache anymore. And can I just put it on the record? Kellan absolutely hates doing podcasts by himself. It is one of the worst things ever because I feel myself breathing all the time. Because like I'll be talking and I'm like, and then I don't know when to breathe and stuff.
Yourself breathing?
It's so nice having someone else because I don't have to worry about like saying something and like, okay.
That's how I feel when I talk for long periods of time. I feel like I forget to breathe. Like when I'm in the classroom and I do like a read aloud for the kids, I'll be like, and I like just do it in one big breath.
No, I get anxiety.
I know.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. Surprisingly, it exists to you.
But I get anxiety when I'm doing it because I see YouTube videos all the time where people are mic'd up and people in the comments will be like, geez, dude, take a breath. And it'd be just like normal talking, but it's natural. And you're not about to go through the entire episode and just cut out block out every breath. Yeah. Because it's going to make it sound like one continuous monologue, which isn't normal whatsoever. Yeah. But I feel like, did we watch a movie recently? We got to do a movie review, obviously.
Which one did we watch?
Wait, did we watch?
I feel like we did.
What did we watch? I watched All Quiet on Western Front. That's okay. That's pretty freaking good. Reviews, valid.
Sorry, my glasses are annoying me because there's like a glare.
Dude, I swear to God, we watched something.
We just finished the show called Drink Masters.
Pretty freaking good show
on Netflix. And it's all about like mixology and bartending. And that one was good. I looked
him up on Instagram today. I tried to see if but I don't know
how he's doing in life.
I don't know.
Did you find his Instagram?
I didn't look too hard. I looked up Tao Drink Masters and nothing showed up. So I think probably have to Google that. It's probably a Googleable thing. Yeah,
I wanted him to win. That's who I rooted for, but he didn't.
You gotta watch the whole thing.
I shouldn't have said that.
What do you mean?
I just gave a spoiler. I just spoiled it. Sorry, but he didn't win.
What do you mean? Yeah.
He didn't win. Right. Someone else wins, but I won't say who. But
oh god, yeah, we didn't really mess that up. Sorry guys, if you go and watch that. Yeah. I highly doubt anybody's watching.
No, yeah.
But it's okay.
UFC and mixology.
Okay. And Andor, we have a sick Andor episode we get to watch tonight.
I feel like we have busting out of the jail. What movie did we watch? I don't know. Oh, New Amsterdam? Did we talk about that?
Oh yeah, Amsterdam. We saw Amsterdam.
Did we say that? I think we
maybe talked about that.
Yeah, I think we did actually how the Rotten
there's been a lot of great streaming content recently. I wish I could have a podcast. There's a few movies
I want to watch. I want to watch My Policeman with Harry Styles, and I really want to watch what's that other one? The Greatest Beer Run Ever. I do still want to watch that one.
Still haven't watched that. Oh, and Mr. Corman. We've been watching Mr. Corman on Apple. It's interesting. I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Kellan weirdly likes it. Such a good actor. He likes these types of shows that don't really have very much abstract. Like there's not really a plot to it. It's just good filming. Like that's really all there is to it. Like there's not really a whole big storyline. Yeah. Like he likes shows like that. I love to get into a storyline, like a mystery or something I need to figure out or like something.
Bianca always likes jumping the gun. So she can't just ever like sit back and like enjoy something that has no meaning. She doesn't like that. That's exactly right.
Also,
that's exactly right.
The show has to do with him having anxiety attacks, and it kind of like triggers my anxiety.
Well, because it has these little triggers that are like
there's like sound triggers and things, so it kind of freaks me out. So it's not just that I can't just sit down and appreciate it. It's like there's little things in it that I'm like, this is giving me anxiety. I should be enjoying this, not anxious. Because it also has to do with him being a teacher, and that's what I'm going to school for. So it's kind of like I don't want to see this on my free time.
Reality a little bit.
No.
You want to tell the story about you not having a desk? I think that's kind of a fun thing to share.
Okay, we don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about things about this. But let's get on to this.
Okay. A few things on the docket for y'all, right?
We have first of all, fun whiteboards here.
Yeah.
One of the things
fun game that I just went off the fly.
I'm excited because he didn't tell me what we're doing with these. So
right. It's not gonna like knock your socks off. You're not gonna be like, wow, Kellan. But hopefully it's kind of fun. And so the main things I wanted to talk about, first of all, didn't even understand that UFC 281 was a thing this week. that just goes to show how out of the loop I am with everything else going on. But it was very nice surprise to see UFC 281 because I saw the first like embedded episode. I was like, wow, really? That's this week?
Yeah.
Because I feel like they didn't really promote it that well during last week's fight night.
I didn't realize that was this week. Yeah. Wait.
Maybe they did.
Who's the main card?
It's Adesanya versus Michelle Pereira. Not Michelle Pereira. Alex Pereira.
You would think that would
No, it was definitely big hype, but it's kind of just flown over my head just because everything that's like gone on. It's been really busy, just like elections and all that. A lot of just everything's going on.
I mean, I haven't personally watched UFC with you in like 2 months.
Yeah, but what are you doing on Saturday?
Nothing.
Yeah, we're gonna watch this. This is big time.
Well, because I was gonna say usually I'm with Ashley or doing something with the girls. Working? I get off at like 4:30.
Watch sick fights. This is gonna be one of the best cards of the year, dude. This thing is stacked. Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler.
Oh, yes, really? Yes, I like that.
Dan Hooker versus Claudio Puelles. And Hooker's fighting. It's gonna be Carlos Ulberg, the Black Jag, the dude that looks like The Rock. All of City Kickboxing guys.
I just want Robert Whittaker to fight. That's all I care about.
He's fighting Paulo Costa.
A guy came in my work the other day and he was from New Zealand or Australia, one of the two. But he had 2 daughters. No, but it was him and his wife and his 2 kids, and he was wearing like a red beanie. And he was tan and really tall, like a bigger guy. He wasn't like tan, like super tan, but he was tan. And he started talking, and I just started staring at him.
I know.
I was like, please just keep talking.
So cool.
I know. And his wife and his 2 kids didn't obviously have that accent, so they must have been born here.
Yeah.
Or raised here. But it was so cool because he was just like he was just a funny guy.
Yeah.
Like they always have good personalities.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to go there. Yeah. We should go there this summer to Australia. Well, maybe I'll do a girls trip actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd come back single?
Yeah.
Because of me or because of you?
Because of you.
But you'd probably want to find an Australian girl.
No, actually I wouldn't. You
would want to stay with me?
Oh my God. Okay. So I was writing things down throughout the week, right? And I was looking at UFC 281 card, and I was just saying, man, it's going to be a great mix of vets along with guys that are also kind of up and coming prospects, underrated. And that underrated the little part of my mind was like, wow, Kellan, there's some underrated prospects on here. So why don't we go through? And I checked on All Gear No Game because we've done a lot of episodes. I don't think we've ever really done a list of like some of the most underrated prospects or underrated UFC fighters right now. Like not even prospects, just like not even like newcom. I mean, I put a couple newcomers kind of, but I made sure to keep it mostly like people that have been in the UFC for a bit, just underrated people in general, honestly. Yeah. Okay. So I have a list, and I was supposed to do like 5, and then going through like MMArank.com, I was like, okay, there's gonna be a few like slashes in here because I'm gonna have to do some honorable mentions for sure. And so that's that. And then me and Bianca are gonna play a little game. But first of all, really quick. I did an episode by myself, and I did not think Amanda Lemos was gonna win, and she absolutely
annihilated.
Not really annihilated, but I mean she standing KO, and it could have went on maybe a little bit, but Amanda Lemos, the rankings, and I kind of like doing the episodes on Wednesday because it's like after the pay-per-view press conference, and then like after all.
So Wednesday's our new day because usually it was Tuesday.
Maybe, yeah, Tuesday's when the rankings come out.
Yeah,
and the ranking. Why is Amanda Lemos above Jessica Andrade? I know Jessica Andrade is like at 125 right now, but like last time I checked, Jessica Andrade put Amanda Lemos in a standing arm triangle in like the first round. So like I don't understand Amanda Lemos is like number 3 and Jessica Andrade is number 4. That doesn't make too much sense. I think they're just trying to push a new prospect up, obviously. And the winner between Carlos Esparza versus Zhang Weili might actually fight Amanda Lemos, and that's going to be cracked out because imagine if Zhang Weili wins, okay, and then we get Zhang Weili versus Amanda Lemos,
Zhang Weili
or Weili Zhang, one of the most explosive 115ers versus knockout power 115, and then also another 115er that surprised the shit out of me was Polyana Viana, the freaking combo that she put on whoever she was fighting, dude. I don't even remember. It was Jinyu Fry, yeah. That was absolute combo. One of the combos of the year, I'm for sure. Dude, the way she was just plunking the chin and then finally cracked her and then she just went unconscious. It was clean.
I don't think I saw that fight, huh?
Well, you weren't here last weekend, so. Yeah.
Yeah, but you came over. Wait, you didn't last weekend?
Yeah, this last weekend. You weren't here on Saturday.
Oh, this past last weekend. I was thinking like the last weekend. I was like, you didn't watch the fights either because it was the cider festival. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think the fights were even that crazy.
That weekend, yeah.
Were they even fights? Dude, we're out of the loop a little bit. It was like a bye week for the 49ers. Just like everything just goes out the window. Yeah. Okay. And then, yeah. So that's kind of just the main takeaway from that card. Crazy. And there was some, I need to look it up. Go back and look. The Nerd and Becca versus Derek Minner. I think there was a little sketchy stuff going on with that fight. I don't know if that got cleared or anything today. Like maybe a little Derek Minner pretended to like get injured or something. I don't know. And then also Mario Bautista looked like an absolute pro savage. Miranda Maverick, Killer, Grant Dawson. Yeah. List goes on and on. Some crazy fights. Okay. I don't think there was anything too crazy that's got announced. I don't know. Oh, Doohoo Choi. Yeah. But so let's just get into this freaking list right now. Okay.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
It's actually crazy how deep some of the divisions are. Okay, so this is my official, I have composed for you, the most official list of underrated UFC fighters, okay? And when I say them, you're going to be like, oh, Kellan, you're either really stupid, or like, maybe you'll think that
they're probably going to think you're stupid, list. But then it's going to end up probably working out in your favor. I feel like you're good at calling things in the future, but not for things that are in the moment. Like coming up close, you know?
Yeah, I'm more of a like long-term predictor.
Yeah, you can see like the potential exactly.
Yeah. As for how it's gonna go right now, I don't know. Should we start off
with the game?
Yeah, no, the game is gonna stay for later when we talk about UFC 281 card.
I'm very excited about this. If you can't tell.
You're gonna be really let down when it actually happens.
Oh,
but. Let's get into this official list of most underrated UFC fighters, okay? Starting with the men's 125-pound division, okay? And I'm not going to go too in-depth on the fighter, obviously, just for sake of time, because that could go on forever. I think that Starboy Manel Kape is one of the criminally underrated at 125-pound division. I mean, the amount of star power this guy has, I mean, he got screwed against Mateusz Nicolau, I want to say. And I think that he is by far, like, one of the most exciting 125 pounders, and he's criminally underrated. I don't understand why we don't talk about him more. I think he's got a fight maybe upcoming. I don't know. I don't think so. And one of his fights got canceled, I think. So yeah, that's my 125 pound guy that's most underrated. Okay, number 135, 135 pound division. Another dude that is absolutely underrated is Ricky Simón. We just don't talk about him enough. I mean, he got a little bit of star power when he was I
mean, I've heard of him, so I know he's
an absolute beast, dude. Yeah. He's one of the most. He can either hold you on the ground and elbow your face in, or he can knock you out on the feet. And we just don't talk about him enough. And there's obviously, the list goes on and on for 135 pounders in terms of guys that maybe don't get enough recognition. But I think that the fact that Ricky Simón is like inside that top 10, I believe, somewhere. I think he's at 9-ish, maybe. Or no, he's at 11. I think the fact that he's really that he's solidified himself as one of the best in the division, but also we don't talk about it enough. Gotta give this guy a little bit more, gotta give him some more props, because he's beat some good guys and he has the skill set to beat anybody in the division, and that's a fact. So we gotta talk about Ricky Simón some more, okay? Give him some love. And then going into welterweight division, I skipped heavyweight and light heavyweight because, I mean, it's got to be Jonathan Almeida. The guy just fluctuates from both divisions, and like, I know that a lot of people probably already know about him, but he's the most underrated, and he's up and coming for sure. And then at 185 pounds, there's a bunch of guys, and I've already kind of talked about him, like Michel Shajic, Andre Muniz, Dricus du Plessis. Those guys are probably the most underrated, but I left them out. The welterweight division, honestly, was probably the toughest for me to find guys, because it's pretty top heavy, the welterweight division. I mean, when you look through it, besides guys like Michel Pereira and a few other dudes, it's going to take a bit of time for them to get up there into the Leon Edwards, Kamaru Usman, Colby Covington level. But those guys kind of are on the up and out, though, because besides Leon, because Kamaru is getting old, Colby Covington is getting old, He's getting so old that Pauliano Viana doesn't even want to be with him.
What?
Did you see that thing, though?
No.
Dude, that was funny, bro.
Oh, about what?
Yeah. That was freaking hilarious, dude.
If you know what we're talking about, then...
They obviously do, yeah.
Wait, what was I going to say? Oh, how old is Colby Covington? He's really not that old.
I think he's like 35. 34, 35.
35? Wait, he is older than I thought.
Yeah, he just has a young... He's just a young... But he's going to be...
He doesn't look that young. He just has a young... They're still going
to be the best because the way Colby Covington like approaches life... He's 34. The way Colby Covington... He's fine. But the way he just... constantly wanting to become a champion, like he's always going to be in great, like he's just like a Michael Chandler.
Yeah,
Michael Chandler's like 36 and they're just like in the best shape of their life.
That's honestly good for them because like I mean, how old is Conor McGregor? He had that
34, 33.
Yeah, and he had that drive like years ago when he was younger. Yeah. So now that he's older and he has kids, he doesn't really have it as much.
Yeah, I mean that just comes with the territory. When you're a freaking richest dude in the sport, you know, what are you gonna do?
He's so lucky that happened.
Yeah,
because of the way he acts.
Floyd Mayweather, baby. Now welterweight, like we were saying, I think that the most underrated dude in the division, I had two. Okay, Jake Matthews, the way he ran through Andre Fialho, who was one of the sickest prospects we've seen so far in 2022 or 2021. I think that Jake Matthews, dude, if he can just find a way to have that clean, slick boxing with his hands low, like Bobby King Green style, but then also with his grappling, with his just whole entire background on the ground, like he literally background. That's a little bit of a pun there, yeah. His background on the ground. Oh. If you can put all that together, there's no reason why that can't.
Pun. That's a play on
words. I don't even know. That's not a pun. I thought of a sick pun the other day, but I completely spaced on it.
Oh. I was gonna say it, but it is.
I can't think of it. It was funny though. It was funny to me. But Jake Matthews, put it all together, you could definitely leap into get ranked extremely soon. And then also, Santiago Ponzinibbio has got robbed on his last few fights. His fight against Michel Pereira, I thought he won. Who else did he fight? It doesn't even really matter. But I think that he is his absolute scrapper. Everything he does, beast mode. The way he just gets in the pocket, is not afraid to throw down. Feels like he's a little bit of a slow starter, especially in 3-round fights, but he turns it on late and makes a fight out of it every single time, and he's just tough as nails, dude. And I think that fight against Li Jingliang, when he came back, I believe that he just had a little bit of ring rust and he got caught, but everybody gets caught, you know what I'm saying? Every now and again. But ever since he's come back, even at 36, I think he's 36, he still looks good. And so I think he's got a fight against Robbie Lawler coming up, and that's going to be a banger. So I don't know if Santiago's ever going to get back into the top 5, but he's going to he's like been fluctuating in that lower teens. But I think that he's going to maybe hopefully make a run. Because I just love watching him fight every single time. And then, so that's welterweight. Now, this is the thing. Claudio Puelles is fighting Dan Hooker. It's going to be a sick fight. I'm not going to go really in depth because Claudio Puelles is like the main inspiration for this. I think he's extremely underrated for lightweight division just because he's so good on the ground, and you obviously have to be.
Do you think he's going to win?
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a tough test. There's a couple guys that are young, that are up and coming, and they're going to have tough tests ahead of them.
Well, because also hasn't Dan not been doing that great lately?
But he's been fighting like buzzsaws, like Arnold Allen. He fought Islam Makhachev on short notice, dude.
I thought they were kind of like a no-name guy that he fought though.
He fought Nasrat Haqparast and he beat him using wrestling.
Oh.
And then he lost to Michael Chandler. So
he's
he's ran into just some absolute.
But that's the name of the game. Like there's also people that are doing that too.
Yeah, but he's never been the same after his Dustin Poirier fight. He was in an absolute brawl with Dustin Poirier and took a shitload of damage.
Oh, that's right.
He was actually piecing up Dustin a little bit, but Dustin throughout the course of the fight
get knocked out?
No, it was a decision. Oh, and then before that, he was also in a fight with Paul Felder
where he got knocked out.
No, he was like it was like the
he had like a really bad knockout.
Yeah, Michael.
Yeah,
Michael knocked him out. He just had a string of just a ton of damage, and he just really hasn't been the same. But hopefully, he's been rested up. I don't know, because he didn't get knocked out. He got submitted against Islam, and then he got knocked out against Arnold Allen though.
Is that who I'm thinking of?
Yeah, it was bad. But he went down to 145 too, so like that kind of plays a part in it.
Was that recent?
Yeah, it was his last fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Arnold Allen is obviously one of the most heavy-hitting 145ers up and coming for sure. So yeah, he's won in his last 5, but he's fought Dustin Poirier, Michael Chandler, Nasrat, Islam, Arnold.
Yeah, like you said, he's fighting tough guys, so that makes sense.
Yeah, he's not shitty, bro. He's gonna give Claudio his toughest fight of his life. I guarantee it. But I like Claudio, like I was saying, underrated just because of his ground game, the way he just transitions constantly into submissions, and then also pretty competent on the feet as well. I like he's pretty technical, likes to throw kicks up the middle, like teeps. He isn't afraid to brawl with you a little bit. So, yeah, he's super well-rounded. And I like also, this is one you guys are going to be a little bit crazy about because I was like thinking Michael Johnson. There's some other dudes. But I think that, hear me out, still kind of young, has figured out a new niche. Mark Jacasey, okay?
Niche?
Yeah, I think it's like interchangeable. I hear people say niche. It's whatever. But Mark Jacasey, okay? The man has just fought, his last two, he fought Damir Hadzovic or something, and then he fought
looking at me for doing the name, I don't know.
And then he fought Vyacheslav Borshev, so a couple of tongue twisters, but he's absolutely ragdolling these guys and doesn't get tired at all. And we already know how good of a kickboxer he is on the feet. He can stand with anybody. He stand with Rafael Fiziev and made a fight out of it as of course the fight went on. So I think that he's found his new thing. I'm just gonna avoid saying niche, but he's found his new thing. He doesn't get tired, and he finds a way to sink in submissions and get finishes. So if he can just find a way, just like Jake Matthews, and mold this together, there's no reason why Cat can't make him run. He's gonna be one of the sickest. He's gonna be, honestly, making prediction, because we just talked about this earlier in the episode. I'm a big far out thinker, not a right now thinker. And maybe Mark Jacasey could be one of the guys that we see, because he's got the build, he's got the frame to just stuff takedowns, take you down, and he has the lung capacity, obviously, to not get tired after constantly just grabbing your legs, taking them out from under you, just constantly, dude. So
yeah, that's
and we know that his
tiring.
kicks are crazy, and he has a really good, well-rounded stand-up game. He can do anything you want. So I think Mark Jacasey is, guys, you got to keep him in mind, okay? Now, 145, I'm going to go through these quick. Nathaniel Wood, Julian Erosa, Josh Cooleybow. All those guys, crackers. Nathaniel Wood, bro, the fact that he has come in and he fought Charles Rosa and Charles Jourdain and got dubs over them quite relatively easily says a lot about him. He has the weight going up in weight hasn't affected him whatsoever. Julian Erosa, the dude is just a grinder, okay? The way that I
always think that's a girl when every time you say that, I think you say Juliana.
Yeah, I know. I always, when I see him, I just think of you.
Like you just said it, and I'm like, oh, he's talking about a girl.
Juliana Rosa. But yeah, his fight against Steven Peterson, one of the sickest fights of the year. Also beat Hakeem Dawodu, and then Josh Cooleybow. His fight against Sung Woo Choi was madness, okay? So super underrated 145ers. And then in terms of like 145er women, Josiane Nunes, little fire truck, dude. I'll never forget. It's forever ingrained in my mind, the fact that I was like, who is this girl coming in 5'2", fighting like 6 foot tall Bay Malecki? Comes in and just cracks with an overhand like left or something.
Who is it?
Josiane Nunes.
Oh.
She's just a little Brazilian. She's 2-0 in the UFC now, but she has moved up from she's little. She's 5'2", and she's fighting at 135 and 145 pound division, and so she underrated, bro. And I think she has a fight coming up in she's fighting somebody tough. It's gonna be a good card. I forget exactly what card it is, but yeah.
Cool.
Raquel Pennington also at 135 pounds, killer. I love her boxing. Erin Blanchfield, who's gonna be fighting on this card. UFC 281, super underrated, dude. The fact that she can basically, I think she fought Aspen. No, she fought somebody her last time, and this is JJ Aldrich maybe, and she was like kind of struggling on the feet a bit, and she ended up coming back, bro, and she got that submission, and so that just showed she's really resilient. And then her fight before that, was that against AJ? Yeah, and then she fought Miranda Maverick, who obviously just got a dub this last weekend, and took her down relentlessly, and then she beat Sarah Alpar, bro. Erin Blanchfield is on the absolute rise, and then she's fighting Molly McCann, and I think Molly McCann has just met her absolute match, bro. There's no way that Erin Blanchfield loses to Molly McCann. If she gets pieced up on the feet, dude, there's just no way that she's not going to be able. She's not going to change levels, bro.
When this is wrong,
Erin Blanchfield is going to change levels and submit Molly McCann. That's my prediction. Hype train stops now. Okay. Then finally, Erin Blanchfield, and then Natalia Silva, dude, she's an absolute killer, like one of the best female prospects we've come out of UFC. Her fight on the Josh Emmett versus Cater card was crazy. Natalia Silva, beast mode, and I think it was her UFC debut also. And then also, lastly, Cheyenne Vlismas. I don't know if she has a fight coming up, but she's a beast at 115, underrated. So that's my complete underrated list. Okay.
I agree.
Tell me what you think. I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna tag all of them. I'm gonna put it on All Green No Game Instagram.
Really?
How do you like them apples, huh? I need to make some Instagram posts because I literally, but that kind of defeats the purpose. Like you guys don't even have to watch the episode if I just post.
I know, but you need to do like a teaser or something.
I'll do a couple of them. I'll do like a few of them.
Yeah, just tease it a little.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, you should post more because you don't post that much on the account.
I just get sick and tired of just sitting by my computer all the time because it's like that's what I do outside of this.
I know.
So it's
you
tough.
you are constantly on your computer for everything.
Yeah. I had another topic. Which UFC champion or division, like which one is most susceptible to becoming a double champ? And I'm just gonna keep this real straightforward with you. I don't see one happening anytime soon.
Really?
I was thinking about that in bed, like which one is easiest or which one is most like what
like
one,
capable?
Yeah, like, and I just can't see one. Do you see one?
I mean,
like the closest one, so it'd be like Volkanovski moving up to fight Islam.
Yeah,
I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, that's true.
And then like you have.
What about in the
Islam moving up to fight Leon Edwards at 155 to 170? I don't.
I could see that.
Maybe, yeah, the skill set's there, but I mean.
And then what are the other ones?
I mean, you could have Jiri Prochazka moving up. He wouldn't beat Francis Ngannou, bro. There's no way. The only one I could see happening is if John Jones comes back, gets the heavyweight belt, and then moves down, he'd beat Jiri Prochazka.
That'd be sick.
Well, I don't want that to happen, but.
Oh.
I don't like John.
What about the girls? What about who
Oh, double champ girls. Yeah, maybe. Well, 115 probably isn't going to beat Valentina Shevchenko. You're going to have it would have to be like Valentina or a 125er moving up to beat Amanda
Nunes
at 135.
Yeah.
And I don't really see that happening.
I mean, she got beat that one time.
I mean, if it's more likely to happen, it'd probably be the girl.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody from 125 men's moving up and beating a 135 pounder. Like I don't see Davison Figueiredo or Brandon Moreno moving up and beating Aljamain Sterling. I don't think there's no way.
Yeah,
he would just ragdoll him. I think.
Yeah,
but
I can't see that.
Maybe Henry Cejudo though. I think Henry Cejudo has the wrestling to hang with Aljamain, but he's not even fighting right now. So like that's not even a thing.
Yeah, then you're right. I mean, I didn't think about that.
Like Israel Adesanya, we obviously see like if he can't go up and beat Jan Blachowicz, there's no way he's gonna beat Jiri Prochazka.
True.
And there's no way that Leon Edwards can move up to 185 and beat Izzy. The only welterweight that I could see moving up to 185 and maybe giving problems is Colby, but yeah, I think he would still get knocked the fuck out. Like there's no way. Like, he get pieced up by Izzy.
Islam?
No, Colby.
No, fighting Islam.
I think that Islam's the best chance, just because of his style and how big and strong he is. Like Islam has the best chance against Leon Edwards. Leon has the best chance. Islam has the best chance against Kamaru and Colby, and those are like the only guys that are ever going to really hold the belt. Right now, no one else at welterweight's going to touch the belt for a while, besides those three guys.
Yeah, you're right. So, what would need to happen then to get those belts a moving?
Henry would have to win. I think that Amanda would somehow have to lose, but that's not going to happen.
She lost that one time.
Yeah, but that was kind of... She kind of needed that. She kind of needed that, though.
To push her?
I feel like,
a little bit of like an ego crusher?
Just to get you motivated again?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's get into the game.
Okay. Let's get into this UFC 281. Absolute banger
Look
game.
at how this looks. Literally, this is what I've been doing. Looks like Finding Nemo. I just realized.
I like it. My thing is that I wanted to do is not going to blow your socks off. I'm going to name off the main card, and then we can like write down who we think's going to win, and then compare lists and maybe like talk about why we think that certain person's going to win.
Okay, but you obviously have an advantage because I probably am not even going to know a lot.
I think that you have a pretty good idea though.
No, I will know the main. Can we just do the main card?
Yeah. Not everything, just the 5 fighters.
Oh, okay.
On the main card.
Yeah, then I'll
like the pay-per-view. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We'll start at the bottom. Do you think Dan Hooker or Claudio Paez is gonna win?
Okay, you need to write it.
Okay. I already kind of gave mine away, but I could throw a curveball in there. You never know.
So also, don't know how to spell these guys' names.
They're right
so
here.
give me.
You don't know how to spell Hooker?
I'm not spelling Hooker. Is your phone ringing? Is that your phone ringing?
No, nothing's ringing. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah. And okay, so let's go through the whole thing, okay?
Okay,
now I have it written.
I didn't.
Oh, wait, I'm going to put mine at the bottom, though, and then work my way up to the top. Put mine at the bottom. Oh, this eraser's terrible. Okay.
Mine's fine.
All right, I got my first one down.
Okay, me too.
Moving on. We've got Frankie Edgar versus Chris Gutierrez. Chris Gutierrez, insane striker. And then this is Frankie Edgar's retirement fight. And he's still kind of a beast still, though. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, yeah, I can tell by his ranking or his.
He was former lightweight champion of the world, but yeah, he ran into a tough Cheeto Vera and Corey Sandhagen. Like that's not easy to do, especially how old he is.
Okay.
Those guys are in their primes.
Okay, I've got it. And then we're gonna see at the end of this. Then maybe when we do the next pod, we can compare who was right.
Okay, we won't erase these.
I'll probably be right.
Yeah, I know. Bianca's gonna freaking destroy me on this. Okay, the main one that you know really well: Michael Chandler versus Dustin Poirier.
This is a really good fight. Like,
dude, the last time Michael Chandler was in MSG.
Freaking crap. That landed on my shirt. Is that gonna stain?
No, it's just dry erase. We have a Tide stick. Always have a Tide. If I was on GQ Essentials, I would have a Tide stick, and I'd be like, just because my girlfriend needs it all the time.
I'm like the messiest person.
Yeah. Okay. Dustin versus Michael.
This is really hard. I actually don't know. I'm gonna take this is like 50-50.
Last time Michael was at MSG was when he fought freaking
I want Michael
Justin.
to win, but I could see Dustin winning.
Okay.
But I want Michael to win, but I think Dustin.
I think that's how a lot of people feel.
Bro, I don't know.
I know it's tough. It's tough. It's gonna be
also,
such a good fight.
There's a height advantage, isn't there? Isn't Dustin taller than Michael?
I think they're both 5'9". Michael's a little smaller. He might be like 5'8".
Yeah.
Dustin, I for sure is like 5'9".
I think he's like 6 foot.
Dustin's not 6 foot.
Then Michael's like 5'7".
Yeah, maybe.
He's gonna say he's 5'8". He's not. Freaking frick. Who do you say?
I wrote mine down. This is you.
I know, but I want you to tell me. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with.
Write it down.
I know.
I thought you were gonna say it.
No, what? Okay.
5.
Also, they're freaking
4.
Their rankings or their what's it called? Their
records.
Yeah, their records are like the almost exact same.
I mean, Dustin's has 5 more fights, but
his is 25.
This is 28.
Oh,
you've got the glasses on too.
Well, they're blue light. I'm not tricking anybody. Okay, I'm just gonna go with my gut. Okay.
Okay. Now we got Carla Esparza versus Xiangwei Li. Carla was in that insanely boring fight against Thug Rose Namajunas. Remember that? Where they barely threw any.
Who I have. Oh my god.
Okay. Now we've got Izzy versus Piera. Piera's knocked him out twice at kickboxing. But as we know, Israel Adesanya is an absolute killer. And that's the reason why he is where he is today, probably, is because of this guy.
I don't like him.
So, Alex, are we going to get an new? Or are we going to go with the freaking one of the most dominant guys on planet Earth right now?
His record is really small for him.
Yeah, because he moved from kickboxing into the MMA.
But isn't he old?
Yeah, he's like 34.
Oh, I thought he was in his 40s.
No. Alex is like 34-ish.
I feel like he's in the UFC longer.
No, he has 3 fights. He made his debut against Michailidis.
3 fights, that shows.
And then he fought Bruno Silva. And then he fought... Well, yeah, he had other ones in different promotions. And then he knocked out Sean Strickland.
Oh, so this is with including
This is his third. He's 3-0 in the UFC.
Huh, okay. Okay.
Okay. I do believe that there's going to be a crazy upset in this.
Okay, we should circle which one we think is going to be the upset.
Okay. Hit me with it.
Okay, wait, hold on. I need to figure out who I think is going to be the upset.
Well, shouldn't it be pretty obvious?
It's between the two for me.
You're flashing the camera.
It's between Michael as the upset or Adesanya.
Okay.
I'm going to go with, anything Michael does.
Okay, read me your list. Let's show.
Okay. You're getting Hooker.
Hooker, Chris.
You changed that one because you said the other guy.
Yeah.
You said you think the other guy had it.
Switch it. No, I said that these are going to be the toughest tests for these guys. Poyes has never fought a dude like Dan Hooker
I thought you said that you think Claudio's going to win.
I know, but Dan Hooker's a gangster. Okay, I think, so I've got Dan Hooker, I've got Chris Gutierrez, Dustin Poirier, Carla Esparza, with, even though I think it's like, people are expecting Zhang to win, but I think that Carla is going to be motivated as shit, and I think she could control.
Keep going.
Izzy.
Okay, I've got Claudio Poyes, Chris Gutierrez, Michael Chandler, Weili Zhang, sorry. That's so stupid. And Israel Adesanya.
I like it. Yeah, I think that...
And I think Michael's going to be the upset. Is that what you were going to say?
No, Carla's my upset because I think Dustin wins. Carla is the champ, but I think a lot of people are expecting Zhang to win.
Already. I think Zhang is going to win. And
I think she's got a good chance.
And I
just think Carla...
You don't think Michael has it in him to beat Dustin?
I think he really does, especially in a 3-round fight.
See, that's the thing is I think people are going to think Dustin's going to win, but I think Michael's going to beat him.
How do you see the fight playing out, though?
I don't know, because I also could see Dustin winning. That was the hardest one. It took me like a minute to answer.
Dustin says it's going to be like a collision in the middle of the octagon. But I got a feeling that Michael's going to...
first round?
Yeah. Like, I think they're going to throw down in the first round. I think that Michael's going to change levels and try to win. I think he's going to fight a smarter fight than he's ever fought in the UFC.
I don't think Dustin's going to get knocked out. I just don't know if it's going to go to
finishing
decision.
Dustin Poirier is hard.
So is finishing Michael Chandler. So it's either going to decision, or do you think someone can have enough, maybe ground game and choke him out?
Michael
could do that.
Yeah, dude, he's a beast wrestler.
See, there you go.
But Dustin's the man. He knows what he's doing on the ground.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's why I could see Dustin winning, obviously. They're both just good fighters. I didn't even know who Dustin was till the freaking Conor fight.
If Michael beats Dustin Poirier, though, bro, Dustin Poirier beat Justin Gaethje. So he's basically getting that win back, low-key.
Which he almost did win that, didn't he?
I mean, yeah.
So I could see him winning this one.
It's going to be a sick-ass fight. But I think Carla is going to be the one that shocks everybody. And I think Dan Hooker's actually... I feel like people probably are counting out Dan Hooker.
Yeah, I agree. And I was going to almost put that as an upset, as maybe he wins against Claudio.
When I'm looking at it, though, is because it's Nasrat Haqparast is a really good fighter. And, Dan Hooker basically out-wrestled him. So, Dan Hooker could do that to Claudio. There's no reason why he can't. So, that's what I'm thinking, bro. We
aren't going to touch these whiteboards until that night.
No, yeah. Leaving it right here.
We're going to bring these back on the next pod and figure out who... We're going to correct our work like in school. Who was right and who was wrong. Some editing,
like they like to say on Drink Masters.
No, this is called corrections. In school.
In school. Okay. Is there any... There's really quickly, can we go through this?
What are we at right now? We're at 40 minutes.
Can we go through the whole card really quick? Carlos Ulberg is going to win. Julio Arce is going to win. Sungwoo Choi is going to win. I think Kowalkiewicz is going to win. I think Otman Ozaitar is going to win. I think Andre Petrosky is going to win. Andre, remember? From the Ultimate Fighter? You remember Andre Petrosky?
He's fighting?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Aaron Blanchfield's going to win. I think that Dominic Reyes is going to win. I think that Brad Quick Riddell is going to win. I think Dan's going to win. Frankie, Dustin, Carla, and Izzy. And I think Izzy does it dominantly. Okay. Dominant fashion.
Okay. So you think it's an easy win for him?
Not easy, but I think that he shows people who's boss.
Doesn't he try to do that every time?
Yeah. But he's going to be forced to fight Alex because Alex isn't scared of him. Alex has the same body as him, has knocked him out already, has beat him twice in kickboxing, knows he can stand on the feet with him. So like no one else on planet Earth can say that.
That's actually good.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for that.
Right. Okay. This could be my prediction, hot take. I think this is going to be Israel Adesanya's most exciting fight. I think that it's going to outclass Kelvin Gastelum's fight. I think it's going to be crazy. But
you think it's going to be his most exciting? Watch him literally knock him out in the first round.
That'd be crazy.
I mean, that would be exciting. But
thank you for proving my point. Okay. Thank you guys. And we shall be back. And actually, since Bianca will be over, maybe we'll just do a quick one on Saturday after the fights just to compare our card. A reaction.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Not what I want to do on my Saturday night.
Can't wait to spend 50 minutes looking for this in my files.
We are not.
Clip. Okay.
We are not doing that tonight.
Thank you so much. Maybe get to 300 subscribers by the end of the freaking year. I don't know.
Christmas present, maybe?
Maybe Christmas present. I don't know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.